Good day everyone, my name is Janice Vertudaso. Today we will be discuss the lesson 3 titled Pie Graph in chapter 11 Statistic and Probability. Are you ready class? But before that, we will recognize first our lesson outcomes. Our lesson outcomes, first, construct a pie graph based on a given set of data. The second one, interpret data presented in a pie graph. And the third one, solve word problems using data presented in a pie graph. Lesson opener. Liusel, a Bachelor of Elementary Education student, receives a monthly allowance of 10,000 pesos. She spent this amount on the following: boarding house 1,000 pesos, food 4,000 pesos, transportation 500 pesos, school supplies and projects 3,500 pesos. She then saves the remaining amount. But how will you represent how you present this data in the pie graph? We will answer it later. Let's focus. You have already learned that the data can be presented in the tabular or graphical form. The graphical form is, of course, more visually appealing aside from its being able to display data or informations in an easy to read and interpret format. After learning about double bar and line graphs, let's now time to learn another kinds of graph, which is called pie or circle graph. Before anything else, class, we will define first what is pie graph. As the name suggests, the graph is in the form of a circle or a big pie that represents the whole data. It is divided into varying slices, size telling you how much of one data part or component exists. Each part of the pie represents a subcategory or component of the whole data. They help show the proportion and percentage of each category that constitutes the data, as we slice is proportional to the quantity of data it represents. Class, the main use of pie graph is to show comparison. When items are presented on a pie graph, you can easily see which items constitutes the biggest and less part or amount. For example of this pie graph, it's colorful, right? Very good. Thank you for participation, class. Using these different colors for the slice to denote the different categories makes the pie graph more attractive and easy to interpret. One limitation with using pie graph, however, is that they do not give the exact value data. Usually, you can only tell which category is the less or biggest to solve this problem. Values in terms of percent are included in the pie graph. We will discuss it later for the readers to see outright. Another limitation is inaccuracy on how each slice in the pie is drawn, as some values may contain percent with decimal places. Let us now answer the problem given in the lesson opener. By constructing a pie graph using the data given, it is to be noted that in constructing a pie graph, one must assure that all slices are of equal proportion such that all parts make up the whole data when summed up when amount for categories are expressed in percent of all percent values for the part must be total of 100%. Steps in constructing a pie graph. Number 1. Find the total. Add the value of all categories. In our problems, the total is already given in the lesson opener, right? Which is 10,000 pesos. So the breakdown is the following. So the categories are boarding house, food, transportation, school supplies, projects, saving. So the value of boarding house is 1,000. Food is 4,000. Transportations is 500. School supplies projects 3,500 pesos. Savings is 1,000. So if we total the total of value is 10,000. So the 1,000 plus 4,000 plus 500 plus 3,500 plus 1,000 is equal to 10,000. Convert the categories to percentage. Divide the value for each category by the total and multiply by 100. So class, the format to solve it is value times 100 or divide monthly allowance is equal to percentage. So boarding house, for example, boarding house, the value of boarding house is 1,000, right? Very good. So 1,000 times 100 is equal to 100,000. So teacher, saan nyo po yung kinuha yung 100? So 100 is the percent. So 100,000 divide 10,000 is equal to 10%. Now let's move on to the food. So the value of food is 4,000, right? Very good. So 4,000 times 100 is equal to 400,000. So 400,000 divide 10,000 is equal to 40%. Nakuha ba ninyo, class, kung paano kunin yung percentage? Very good. So let's move on to transportation. So the transportation's value is 500, right? Very good. So 500 times 100 is equal to 50,000. So 50,000 divide 10,000 is equal to, yes, very good, 5%. So school supplies projects is, the value is 3,500. To solve it, 3,500 times 100 is equal to, yes, 350,000. So 350,000 divide 10,000 is equal to, yes, very good, 35%. So the last is the savings. So the value of saving is 1,000. So to solve it, 1,000 times 100 is equal to 100,000. So 100,000 divide 10,000 is equal to, yes, very good, is 10%. So class, nakuha na natin yung mga percentage. So babalikan natin. So boarding house, the value is 1,000, the percentage is 10%. Food, the value is 4,000, percentage is, yes, very good, 40%. Transportations, 500 pesos, the percentage is 5%. So the school supplies projects, the values of 3,500, the percentage is 35%. Then the savings is 1,000 value, then the percentage is 10%. So if we total the percentage, 10% plus 40% plus 5% plus 35% plus 10% is equal to, very good, 100%. Class, observe that the total of all percentage value is always, very good, is always 100%. Naintindihan ba ninyo, class, kung paano kunin yung percentage? Very good. Now let's move on to step 3, which is to calculate the degrees. So multiply the decimal form from step 2 by 360 degree. To get the number of degrees, each slice of pie should take up in the pie graph. For example, for food, 40% times 360 is equal to 144 degree. Did you understand, class, how to get degree? So, for example, class, sabi ko kanina, food. So, the percentage of food is 40%, right? So, 40% times 360 degree is equal to 144 degree. So, another example is boarding house. So the percentage of boarding house is 10%. So 10% times 360 is equal to 36 degree. So in transportation, 5% times 360 degree is equal to 18 degree. School supplies projects, 35% times 360 degree is equal to 126 degree. Savings is 10% times 360 degree is equal to 36 degrees. So, itotal lang natin lahat yan. So, 144 degree plus 36 degree plus 18 degree plus 126 degree plus 36 degree is equal to 360 degree. Plus, remember that the total of all degree values must be 360 degree. Now, tapos na tayo sa step 1, 2, and 3. Let's move on to the step 4. So, step 4 is construct the pie graph. Letter A, draw a circle. B, put a dot in the exact middle of the circle. C, draw a radius or one straight line from the center to the edges of the circle. So after you construct the circle, let's move on to number 4, that is the letter D. Letter D is measure out the first slice of the pie with a protractor. So for example, class, so yung boarding house, our degree is 36 degree, right? So from the first line, and put a dot on the outside of the circle at the point corresponding to the angle. So tapos na natin yung letter A, B, C, D. Now let's move on to letter E. Draw a second line from the center of the circle at the angle of just measure. So yun yung itsura niya. Parang ganon yung 36 degree. So letter F is repeat steps D and E until the whole circle is divided up and all the slices are represented. So letter G, the last one, is label each slice of the circle, then include the legend. Now, ito na yung UCL monthly expenses. Nag-graph natin din. Nakita nyo, class, na it's very colorful. So, ito na, class, yung pie graph ni UCL after natin makuha ang percentage and degrees. So, ngayon nakabuo na tayo ng pie graph. We will make it colorful for each slice to denote the different categories that can make pie graph more attractive and easily to interpret. Very good. So now, the pie graph of UCL monthly allowance. The color blue is food, 40%. Color red is boarding house, 10%. Yellow transportation, 5%. Green savings is 10%. Violet is school supplies and project, 35%. So the total of whole graph is 10%. Is 100%, I mean. So always remember that the total of percent is always 100%. Then how about the degree? Yes, very good. Is always 360 degree. Did you all understand, class, our discussions for today about pie graph? Any questions, clarification? Very good. Naintindihan nyo na lahat. Very good. So, before we end our discussions for today, let's wrap up. Let's wrap up. A pie graph is in the form of a circle or a big pie that represent a whole data. It is divided into varying sizes telling you how much of one data part exists. Each part of the pie represents a subcategory or component of the whole data which is proportional to the quantity of data it represents. So that's all for our discussions for today, class. Goodbye and God bless everyone.